Jai Shri Ram, you're listening to the program Shanti Vandana on the first, the finest 103 FM. It's 5:30 a.m. and I'm your host, very happy to be in your company this morning, Pandit Krishen Ramdeen. Today, my friends, if you're now joining with us, we're having conversations about bringing out the best in people. You see, many people simply need somebody to spark a bit of hope in them. Somebody to say that, yes, you can do it. Somebody to say that you've got what it takes, my child. My friend, are you believing the best in your children? Are you instilling confidence in them that they need to go through life and to manipulate the circumstances around them? Dear friends, telling them that they're growing and going to be great things in life. Are you believing the best in your loved ones? You see, maybe some of them have forgotten and drifted off course in life. Don't give up on them. Don't write them off. Make sure that they know that you are concerned. You see, that is what parenting is about. It is not about reprimanding only. Parenting, sometimes the child must know that mommy loves and daddy loves, or the elder brother loves or elder sister loves you so much that sometimes when you are disciplined or you are disciplining that child, the child understands and feels that that discipline is coming from the right place. Make sure that they know that you really believe in them. Dear friends, here's the key. Don't focus on what they are right now, your children that is, or people around you. If you're a supervisor, if you own a business, if you are in the sporting, whatever field you're in, don't focus on what they are right now. Focus on what they can become. See the potential on the inside of that person. You see, they may have had some bad habits. I'd like to ask you, do you have any bad habits? If you would ask me to raise your hand for every bad habit that you have or would have had, Are bhaiya, the next 25 minutes will go in hands being raised this morning. So dear friends, we must acknowledge that if you are susceptible to making a mistake, or if you are susceptible to having a bad habit, or may have had a bad habit that you would have knocked, then my friends, why shouldn't we be forgiving when the people around us make mistakes, or when they have bad habits and they're trying or desperately in need of correcting them? You see, don't look down on the individuals in your life. Don't just criticize them. Find some way to challenge them to rise higher. Can you imagine someone who has the addiction of smoking? It is very difficult. Someone who has an addiction to alcohol or any drugs or any addictions, as a matter of fact. Do you think that that person doesn't know that it is not good for them? But my friends, sometimes it requires more than just a desire to stop. Sometimes it requires more than just the patch. For those of you who are or know someone who is using the patch to get over a nicotine addiction, dear friends, tell that person, more than just that you are praying for them, but tell that person, I believe you are going to break that addiction. I'm believing and I have full confidence that you are destined to be greater than what you are now. Dear friends, you'll be pleasantly surprised at how people around you will respond when they know you really care about them. You see, as a rule, you never bring out the best in someone by condemning and criticizing or verbally beating that person to a frazzle. You bring out the best by love. Remember a couple of weeks ago, I reminded that anyone can buy a dog, but only love and kindness will allow it to wag its tail. Remember that? Anyone can buy a dog, but only kindness will make it wag its tail. Dear friends, as a rule, remember that you must bring out the best in people by love, not criticizing and condemning and verbally abusing them when they make a mistake. You bring it out by showing people that you care, your friends, your family members, your co-workers. They may do something that you don't like or you may find offensive sometimes, but they may have some bad habits also. But don't focus on their weakness. Find something that they're doing right and encourage them for that. I have a friend who had many children, and one day he was telling me, he says, Krish, my youngest daughter, one day she said, I asked her, what's your name? And the child said to me, Daddy, my name is No. I said, where does that come from? And the father said, after reflecting, Panditji, I realized that as parents, we are so very good at reprimanding the child. No, don't do this. No, don't touch that. No, this and no, the other. Friends, sometimes we forget to catch our children doing things right. But it's not just about children. What about your other half? What about your co-workers? What about the person who you are responsible for in some way or the other? Do you catch them doing things right? Or are we so good as a people in seeing what went wrong, correcting, condemning, as opposed to balancing? I'm not saying don't constructively criticize, but I'm saying, are we being balanced in our dispensation in helping other people become the best that they can be? You're listening to Shanti Vandana on the first, the finest, 103 FM.